phonetically on its phone.
For Martha?
No. Gary.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh, Gary. No, it's, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Come on in. It's for Gary.
You freaking. Can you believe that?
I'm an idiot. I work in Chicago, obviously, and I've been working here for a while, and I love this market. It's been really good. It's super consistent, and there's obviously more than enough trips. I was just kind of curious what market you work in, and maybe like what's like the farthest you've ever had to drive. Have you ever driven like in the suburbs at all, or do you pretty much just like stay in the city if you work in the city?
Yeah, so, I mean, I pretty much like to stay here in Chicago too.
Yeah.
One time I took someone all the way from, they're coming back from vacation.
Yeah.
And I took them all the way from Midway, which is here downtown, all the way back to Hampshire, which is,
ouch.
It's like a 40-50 mile trip.
Damn.
But it ended up not being bad because
Good fare?
I ended up picking someone up on the way back to Chicago.
Oh.
They had to go to O'Hare, so it
There you
worked
go.
out.
It's not bad at all. Sometimes it works out perfect like that. Doesn't always, but that's pretty lucky of you to get a trip all the way to O'Hare from Hampshire. Nice. So as you know, there's a lot of negative like feedback out there for Uber. People say that it's kind of crappy and you don't make that much money. That's not what I have found, but I was kind of curious what you found, and curious to know like how much you've made, and if it pays the bills, if it more than pays the bills.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little surprised. My friend was telling me that he wasn't making that much, but I think it was probably just because he probably wasn't doing it very much. But I found that if I've worked some pretty solid hours, my paychecks are pretty consistent here in the city.
Yeah.
And I'm actually about to pay off my car, and
Nice.
still
I hate car payments.
Yeah, still thinking about whether I want to get into another car payment situation, from fine to just paying it off.
Just pay it off.
Yeah, so I guess we'll figure
Pay
that
it
out.
off and don't get another car payment. Car payments suck. All right, so here's another question. What is the opposite of your favorite thing? What is your least favorite thing about Uber so far?
Ooh, well, days like today, when the traffic was just terrible, my leg starts cramping up, and I just want to be able to get out, but I got to get that guy to his 9 o'clock meeting.
But you're only going like 2-3 miles per hour, right?
Yeah, that's if I'm lucky.
Yeah, sometimes your leg falls asleep, right? And you gotta beat it back to life.
You know, wake it back up.
Wake it back up. So obviously, you have a lot of time to listen to the radio and kind of makes the day go by a little bit better. I was just kind of wondering what your favorite radio station was, if you had one, or.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Broadway station on Sirius XM.
On Broadway. I don't believe that you listen to Station 72. That's pretty funny. I listen to pop rocks, actually. So yeah, cool. So I've been working with Uber for almost 2 years now, and funny thing is I really haven't had that many crazy stories. I've had a couple. One of them was involving this gentleman, and he had a phobia of pens. That was about the craziest story I had. He wanted me to throw out the pens.
Pens.
Pen phobia. So that was kind of weird. And I didn't throw the pens out. But I was just kind of wondering if maybe you had any drinking stories or bar stories at all, since you've been driving with Uber, and if any of them are funny, or what's your best story, you think?
Well, drinking stories every weekend.
Yeah.
But there's this one time I picked up this chick, and she was going to the bar, and we had a pretty good conversation. It was kind of a little bit of a ride.
Okay.
Probably had her in for 20 minutes.
She was pretty cool.
Yeah, she was super cool. But she ended up asking me if I wanted to chill with her and her friends at the bar, and I was like, yeah, I'm an Uber driver.
How can you do that? You have to be behind the wheel.
Yeah, no, I didn't drink.
Okay.
No drinking, definitely not.
Oh, right, exactly.
But yeah, so
That's pretty random.
she ended up getting pretty trashed, and she threw up on me. But I ended up getting a second date out of it, so we'll see how that goes.
Dang. So she puked on you, and because of that, you got a second date, or you just got a second date because you guys vibed?
Yeah, I guess I'll find that out.
Okay. That's nice. Sweet. Well, thanks a lot for answering those questions. It sounds like things are going pretty well for you.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
As they are for me. Thanks for stopping by the Core Driver, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Waters in here, dude. You
I have my Percy here. I'm sorry I didn't get the water memo.
Is this your first week driving, or what's going on?
Water's expensive, man. I'm sorry.
Thought you were on that Uber paycheck.
I can't afford water, I guess. But yeah, you're right. Maybe I should start bringing water, right? Just where am I gonna put it?